Okay. Let's use this one. Actually, let's use this one. What's up, Denasia? Hi, Margie. All right, so I'm streaming live from 2 phones today. We got TikTok, and then we have YouTube. So this particular energy reading, however, is going to be on my ttcalling YouTube page. So if you don't follow me on that channel, if you want to watch it on replay, that's where you can find it. So you just put at ttcalling, CALLING, and you'll be able to find it. So I just downloaded TikTok back, and I got my TikTok back. So I'm super excited to have it back for however long that lasts. I'm good, Margie. How are you? Hey, Candace. Hi, Dario. All right, so if you're in the live chat, this will resonate a lot more for you. What's up, Zen? If you are watching this on replay, it can still resonate with you because we all are connected, okay? So how we do it is we pick an emoji, and then everyone that drops that emoji in the chat, I'm going to connect with you guys. Broken, you're on TikTok too? Hi, Mache. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I think Denasia, the first emoji I saw is, I think it's the flaming heart. So if y'all know what the flaming heart is, drop those emojis in the chat. Thank y'all for the hearts, TikTok. You've had a day. Shamika, what's up? And YouTube, if you don't follow me on TikTok, you can follow my Talk Tequila TikTok page. So we got flaming hearts. All right, so I'm gonna pull out my mystery deck, and we're gonna see what the reading is for you guys. Flaming hearts. All right, Spirit, connect me to all the flaming hearts in the chat. Everyone in the live chat, what's the flaming heart? What message do you have for? I don't know why I keep, somebody like steak. So confirmation if you like steak, or you, I don't know if it's steakhouse, like fillets, that could be significant, or someone connected to you. Very random. Very, very random. Or you don't like red meat. Maybe you used to eat red meat. Okay. There we go. Harvey said, I love steak. It's so yummy. I order burgers. I don't eat red meat. Kiara said, I don't eat red meat. All right, energy reading for all the flaming hearts in the chat tonight. What's the energy? So we got twin flames. Wow. that popped out. So we have twin flames. It's very interesting that we have a flaming heart as the emoji. And then we have Leo in reverse. Some of y'all could be a Leo or you're dealing with a Leo. But Leo is coming up very significant. Something to do with attention. We also have divine unions here. So we have some messages for twin flames, divine unions. If you are a member on my YouTube channel and you're a part of the Lovebirds tier, we're going to do a pick a card love prediction after the live stream. Okay. Steak quesadillas are banging. All right. So we have some career reading messages as well. For those of you that are going through a career shift. If you work like like you get tips as a servant, you know, what's those people called? Yeah, service. Some of you guys, if you work like as a waitress or something like that, there's something about you meeting a significant, having like a customer that is in a career or they do something that you want to do. I don't know. I just had like a vision of someone meeting someone in a particular industry that they want to be in, and you end up serving this person, and y'all gonna have like a very strong telepathic connection together. Especially if you're like an aspiring artist, but maybe you pop bottles or you service at a restaurant or at a strip club or at a club or something. There's something about, if you've been thinking about it, there's a high chance or possibility for someone bumping into like maybe a celebrity or someone. It feels like someone in the creative industry, so in the entertainment industry. Okay. That message not going to be for everybody, but it seems like if you're not in the public eye or you don't like a lot of attention, the divine union is in the more attention arena. The twin flame union is more in the shadow. So if you in the shadow and you don't really like being in the public eye, you take a backseat role, you're like a vibrational match for twin flame connection. Something like that. So we also have a pick a card for future soulmates. Okay, so we got a future soulmate is going to be the pick a card for Lovebirds tier. The Lovebirds tier is, you have to be a member on YouTube to join that tier. And then we have divine feminine. So this is talking about attraction. You're very attractive. The divine feminine energy is attracting a lot into your life right now. Your divine feminine energy. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the roses. And okay. Thank you, Steve. All right, so we have soul teacher in reverse. We have money messages. Okay, so y'all have some money coming in. Yeah, future spouse. Some of y'all, your future spouse is in the public eye. Are they very famous? It keeps coming up for y'all. And it looks like you are of service to this person. That's how y'all meet. Or something to do with creativity. They serve a purpose. You serve a purpose. You're going through a major career event change, major life change in your career. Your finances are changing. You're evolving. I think the only thing left to do, especially if you're a Leo, is to be put in the public eye of some sort. That's what it keeps saying, like every card that comes out. Aries, first house, your identity, your personality. Thank you, Monique, for the $5. Thank you so much. Oh, you know what I get? Something about the back seat or being humble. You're at a crossroad. This feels like a junction on your timeline. You're at a crossroad where you're trying to decide if you want to, thank you for that confirmation, stay sweet. Something about you staying sweet, not really trying to rock the boat, not trying to be, you know, flamboyant, not trying to be cocky, not trying to be ostentatious, like really not trying to be that type of person. You could have Aries in your Venus. If you have Aries or Leo in your Venus, especially Aries in your Venus, you attract money and abundance by you being your authentic self, being unapologetic. Also with attraction, Aries and Venus energy, you're supposed to be like that it person. Like I'm talking about your character, your persona, right? But you're going to attract the easiest when you feel like you're able to be yourself. Okay? But all these two placements right here is in reverse. So this is telling me that it's time to unlock this side of yourself. It's time to step out and get the attention. It's time to put yourself in a position to receive, you know, a lot of attention on you, have a lot of attention on you. With Aries, this is telling me that a lot of people are supposed to be gravitating towards you, but they can't find you. And it may be due to like whatever you're doing for work or your career is stopping you from being able to attract your soul tribe or attract people that's supposed to be coming. Like they don't know where to find you. There's something about something is like shielding you or covering, hiding you away from people, from them to be able to find your services, them to be able to find you, especially in love. Like love and career are highly connected for you. Both of them activate at the same time. You feel me? And that's where you meet your future spouse. And a lot of you guys, I feel like this is going to resonate more of you guys where your twin flame was like your catalyst in your life, to help you work on your personal development and help you work on different things. But it seems like your twin flame and your divine union are like this, like two people to choose from at the same time. One road is with your twin flame. It looks like you are, I don't want to call it playing it safe because both paths that you can really make no wrong choice. It just depends on what you want and being clear on what it is that you want. So the path with your twin flame, it will have some it will have some pros and cons. The pros is I do see you getting a major job, like a career job, like a real good 9 to 5 job. But you won't really be teaching. Like you won't really be following your soul's calling, right? So your soul wants to expand. Your soul wants to be in the public eye. Your soul has its own agenda, pretty much. Your soul wants to be a mentor. Your soul wants to be a healer. Your soul wants to, it's not that it's yearning for the attention. It's yearning to help as many people as you can help, right? Your soul is yearning to mentor as many people as you can mentor, right? Your twin flame is going to occupy a lot of that healing. So a lot of the healing that you want to do for the world and you want to help the world evolve, you're going to be focusing on healing past life lessons with your twin flame. And so so think of your twin flame being that person or the whole world. If you had to choose between saving millions or helping millions or one person, which one would you choose? If you know that all you want to do is just heal your immediate family, your immediate twin flame, then all of that life work will go into the personal journey between you and your twin flame. It's nothing wrong with that, but you just got to know your soul wants you to be very aware of what that reality will look like for you. So yes, you will get a 9 to 5 job. You would something that you enjoy doing. It does feel like with your twin flame, it's not like it's the type of relationship where it won't be hard work. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be like, no relationship is easy, but it does look like you would have to I got to use my right words. You know what I'm saying? You would have to get away from the attention. Kind of like stay off social media. I feel like your twin flame, it will really trigger your twin flame for you to be, for the entire world to be in love with you, for the entire world to want your help, for the entire world to want you to heal them. Your twin flame will take that as, will become jealous, insecure, right? So there's some drawbacks, and that's where the cons come in, because your twin flame is not ready. I mean, I don't think your twin flame is ever going to be ready this lifetime to, at least for the collective that I'm connected to. They just want to focus on their nucleus. They just want to focus on you, them, and whatever life y'all establish together. Fuck the rest of the world. This person as well, your twin flame has already decided that, yes, they have a soul mission as well, but they would rather sacrifice their soul mission to be with you. And now it's your turn to decide if you want to sacrifice your soul mission and be with your twin flame. A part of that soul mission is y'all still have to work on those challenges. Y'all still gonna argue and go through different changes and confront insecurities and so forth. But it'll be no other outside people can be involved in this. This is the type of connection where it's very two-dimensional, where just the two of us, just our immediate situation. I don't want you doing this or you doing that. So whatever healing gifts you have, be prepared to utilize it on healing y'all connection, healing y'all relationship. If you're a good mentor, be prepared to mentor your relationship, but that's as far as that could go. Now, with as much work as it takes for these types of connections, it will feel like you are still helping the rest of the world, because it's going to feel like the world is on your back. The world is on your shoulders, and it's all in that person. Okay. What's up, Trina? Now, for those of you where you want to embark on your divine union connection, that path is open up to you as well. That divine union is this is someone, like with future spouse here, this is someone that you will attract. So how you get on the frequency with your divine union, you attract this person. Okay, the divine feminine energy attracts this person, and this person is attracted to your creativity. They're attracted to your personal personality, your aesthetic, how creative you are. You just being who you are is magnetic. So you accessing that path of purpose through your soul's purpose, it unlocks a gift that you already currently possess. You just haven't been utilized, so it's underutilized, it's underdeveloped. And the reason why that gift is underutilized and underdeveloped is because your twin flame and your karmic relationships doesn't foster, doesn't promote, it doesn't encourage you to exude magnetism, for you to practice attraction. Okay, which means that's where the insecurity comes from. Your twin flame, your karmic connections, they get insecure when you're attractive. They get insecure when you're getting a lot of attention. So they don't want you to have those experiences. They don't want you to be in that frequency. All right, just like dragonfly. So dragonflies are, think of a divine union like attracting an emperor dragonfly. If you attract an emperor dragonfly, you pretty much attract like the highest that you can go in the dragonfly world, right? So what happens when an emperor finds a female dragonfly? Any other person that came before that emperor dragonfly, before he inseminates her, right? Before he procreates with her, he's going to remove whatever semen was there before him. Okay? From a symbolic standpoint, energetically, whatever prior connections you had, whatever prior belief systems you had, as you spiritually connect to that emperor energy, that divine union, it's going to start removing old programs. It's going to start removing old belief systems that you once had from your twin flame and your karmic relationships, because the emperor is here and those connections are here, which means that connection is going to be extremely mature. Okay. And so that's why you get that reaction where you feel like you're out of their league, or y'all feel like y'all not equal to each other. And it's because you haven't fully committed to either or path, the twin flame path or the divine union path. Okay. So study the dragonfly, because I really feel like the dragonfly energy is really showing up in y'all reading. The whole mating process, it's like a sport, right? If too many emperors impregnate the feminine, then the other masculine energies that's not an emperor, they all will work together to kill the feminine. They all will work together to pretty much give their seed a chance in the water, right? As they go through that phase, they'll all work together to kind of like attack the emperor and the feminine. That's kind of like what's happening. Yeah, that's what's happening. They can feel it. They can feel it. And so it's really a life or death situation trying to connect to an emperor dragonfly. And that's what this feels like, a life or death situation trying to connect with the divine union. It's not safe out here in Declare. Okay, it's not. So you can subconsciously be with somebody without knowing. Well, if you are subconsciously connected to someone, you know it. You just aren't conscious of knowing it, but you already know it. You can't be connected to anything and not know. You're just not aware of it. But yes, you know. On some level, you know. If that makes sense. So for those of y'all, that's how we're gonna do it. So we have, dang, first soulmate. Y'all got a lot coming in. Do y'all know who your first soulmate is? If you know who your first soulmate is, I feel like that person is coming in too. So you got like 3 different energies showing up for you. You got your first soulmate, you got a twin flame, you have a divine union, and then there's the divine feminine energy. Now your first soulmate should be the energy that's the connection where you need little to no effort to know each other, right? Y'all could have grew up together. This is the type of connection where you're closest you were to being like innocent, the closest you were to being connected to source. That connection would be the one that gets you the most. But even that connection isn't going to want you to be of service to so many people, be a soul teacher to so many people, be a healer to so many people. That connection ain't gonna want it either. All right, let's see. What's this major career change? What's happening in their career? So we have patience. So we have patience and power. So you're accessing your purpose. So it takes time to develop this power. It takes time to develop this gift. So you're gonna learn it in phases, in stages. All right. I think that's Virgo energy or Capricorn. I think that's Capricorn. Show me why Leo is in reverse. Okay, so for all of y'all that that tend to like be over concerned with what other people are thinking of you, like when you do decide to put yourself out there on social media or to post what you do, or even if this is like posting like your personal life, it feels like if you're the type of person that tends to think a lot about what other people may be thinking about you, you will struggle. This will be like one of the things where it's like, I hate this. I don't want to do this anymore. Every time, like, so much negativity, I don't want to do it. That type of that type of trigger is going to make you not want to put yourself in the public eye. It's going to make you not want to share the things that you love, right? Because that means you're sensitive about the things you pour your heart into and the things that you love doing. Your creativity, you're sensitive about that. So if people don't receive it well, y'all may go back in y'all hermit shell. Y'all may go back in that shell where it's like, you know what? I don't really want to do this no more. But that doesn't mean that you're not supposed to do it. That means you're supposed to keep doing it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. So that's going to be one area, especially if you're like an entrepreneur or you're starting some type of path of purpose. It takes time to develop this. Why is Aries in reverse? Okay, so you don't have a lot of friends. So for all my people that don't really have a lot of friends or people that you can trust, especially in the spiritual community or in the occult, if you feel like people are, they typically, like when they get whiffed that your energy is in the vicinity, they start to, maybe you could telepathically hear their negative thoughts. Maybe you can tell that they're giving you fake love. Maybe you know that they secretly be spiritually working against you. All of that could be very well true, okay? With secrets, scorpionic energy, and friendship in reverse. And maybe you don't want to have to check people every day about conducting themselves or curse people out. But you could draw inspiration from people, right? So let's think of like different major Aries energy from a spiritual community perspective. All right, so Aries energy is bold, it's unapologetic. Aries energy is the first house, it's the emperor. Okay, it's like the baby zodiac, but because Aries energy typically knows how to talk to people in such a way where people hate to step on Aries toes because they're so powerful. If you want to be liked and you want to be people pleased, you're gonna struggle with that era of social media, especially the internet. So people like Tyler's Tarot, he's like a Aries, I think. In the spiritual community, he broke barriers of this stigma. He's the first that I know of that broke barriers in a spiritual community stigma around how you're supposed to be all devout and holy in order to be spiritual. He's the first person to break down those barriers. He's the first person to pretty much say, I could do all of this and still be good at what I do, whether you like it or not. He's the first person to shut that shit down from a religious standpoint and force people to see that you don't have to walk around in a shawl and Jesus slippers in order to be able to do something spiritual. So having people like that reach a level of success in an area where it's supposed to be considered taboo, it's very influential. Okay. You can't fake that. If he is an Aries, like I think he is, you could draw inspiration from that. Like you don't have to people please. That's kind of like what's going to be required. You're going to have to stop people pleasing. You're going to have to realize that whatever belief system that you have around attention, attraction, if people think you're doing the right for the right reasons or not, who gives a fuck? That's Aries energy. Aries energy doesn't care how you perceive it. It's going to do whatever it wants to do regardless. So from an energy standpoint, if you struggle with those two areas, those will be the limited belief systems that you got to conquer. All right. As many people, I'm sure, with the occult energy that be throwing all types of woo-woo at this person, he eat that shit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It does not faze him at all. And so if those influential people is going to help you tap into your creativity and your gifts. But you're going to have to be patient with yourself and go through the process. And why is divine union here? What's this about? Oh, man. Okay. So one thing you need to know about your divine union, you can't trick this person. Like you can't. One thing that your divine union is good at, whoever this person is that you're about to attract, you can't trick this person and portray yourself to be something that you're not. This person is very good at knowing flattery, which means this person is suspicious as fuck. This person may be paranoid. They read between the lines more than necessary. Nothing gets through this person. And if they get like a small inclination or not even a thought, like this is the one that responds off of situations off of a mere thought. They think it and they believe it. This is someone that does not second guess their intuition. This is not someone that says it's a coincidence. They don't believe in that. There is no mistakes for this person. As far as this person is concerned, I know what the fuck I know. I know what's happening. I know what you're up to. So they're very intuitive. So you're not going to be able to convince this person. This is the only way you generating the attention necessary onto yourself that is controversial. That controversy is going to stir up conversation or speculation. People are going to be trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, what you hide, and what your secret is, what your weakness is. The more people are trying to attack you in that way, the more people are trying to break you down and figure you out in that way, the better you're getting at your magnetism. Okay? That's also what's going to draw this person to look in your direction or to even figure out like what's so special about you, why so many people hate you. This is someone that appreciate, like they like when people get hate, or they like when they like controversy from the degree of, typically if it's something, if a lot of people are talking about it, usually the person that they're talking about is the right person. And that's how it's set up. The good people get talked about. The people that ain't about shit, they usually the ones doing all the talking and trying to figure out, because they're carrying a bone. Thank you for that. They're the ones carrying the bone, right? So beware of those that carry bones. But one thing that this person is going to be able to discern, and no one's going to be able to disguise for this person, is that you are authentic. Okay? Thank you, Pata. You are authentic. And when it comes to you not keeping many friends and you keeping to yourself, and the people that you trigger, that person's gonna respect that about you. Because this person is someone that they do not negotiate with terrorists. They do not negotiate with people's egos. They do not negotiate with people and how they feel. So this person could be in politics. This person could be in something spiritual. This person could be in an industry where entertainment as well, where they understand that people are going to do what they want to do. And it's about influence and knowing that you can't do what it is that you got to do with this occult knowledge and trying to be liked by everybody and their mama. That just ain't gonna work like that. So I do feel like this person is going to like help you in some way. Y'all serve some type of purpose. Thank you, Darmy. So because this person don't negotiate with terrorists, I feel like this person is not gonna directly approach you. You see what I'm saying? Because when a person sees that you're that much of a boss yourself, they're not going to approach you directly. This person may observe you, they may watch you, but I feel like this person is going to let you do it your way, because when you got Aries and Leo, it's a lot of fucking fire. When you're mastering your Aries and Leo's energy, you're putting all that shit together, you're a force to be reckoned with. You're a powerhouse, okay? You're a trailblazer. And typically when you're in that type of tunnel vision and you have that much heat and power radiating off of you, anyone coming to you trying to tell you how you should run your shit, they're gonna end up getting cussed out. They're gonna end up getting their feelings hurt. And this person knows not to try some shit like that. So, but it's also going to be what's very attractive about you. Like this person going to be like, damn, I like that shit. Okay. So we have divine feminine principles. This person like your dominance. Something about your dominance. The masculine energy is going to like the feminine's dominance. How they do not have all these rules and principles that they live by, that they follow, like how to get a man in 10 days or how to make a person fall out of love with you in 10 days. Like whatever rules of the game that people play to get what it is that they want, they're going to realize that they're going to notice that you don't play those games. Like you don't subscribe to it. And with principles here, it's something about like what you're willing to do to achieve what it is that you want. When you get to the brink of being willing to do whatever you want to do in such a way where if other people feel like, oh, that's unethical, or that you don't have no principles, or you don't have no morals, or you don't have no standards, or you're not coof, whatever those stigmas are, this path, the second path that I'm telling you about, it looks like it's the path where you sacrifice all of that shit to go in this direction. Because once again, the people that are telling you, I can see the resistance. I can see the pull, the tug of war. The people that are telling you that you're supposed to have principles this and standards that, and they're supposed to do this way and do that way, they're telling you that because those are their belief systems. And they want you to believe like them. And so when people can't get you to believe like them, they get triggered. And then they try to either negotiate with you by getting you to see that you're wrong about being the way that you are. And when they can't change you, then they attack you. But trust me, when these energies get to the point where they're attacking you for you being who you are, it's because they've tried to indirectly convince you to change path, to go another way, to be different. And that didn't work. And so they try to shame you, they try to guilt you, they try to bribe you, they try to negotiate, and then they condemn you. That's the stage. When you at the stage where you're being condemned by people for being who you are, that's when you and this person will meet each other. Like, you got to be nailed to the cross, about to be crucified in this motherfucker. And that's when the door opens. The opportunity presents itself. And they're like, oh, I love this shit. This is right up my alley. Okay, future spouse. Discrimination. I'm telling you. Okay. You got discrimination here with Virgo. You're different. Future spouse is going to love how different you are. Your future spouse is going to love, both of y'all are going to love this about each other. Y'all different. How y'all even came across each other to meet each other, got on that same, how y'all became a vibrational match for each other. It's because it's who you really are. Y'all are like cheetahs that once upon a time tried to change your stripes, try to change your spots to fit in, and that didn't get you anywhere. And so, you just got cleansed. You cleanse yourself, and you rock your spots with pride. Leo energy is pride. And Aries energy is proud. You proud to rock your spot. And that's why y'all work well together. Settling for anything else less than that, you'll feel like you were always on the precipice of becoming your best version of yourself. You got right to the edge, but you didn't leap. You never jumped. And so on some level, even in that connection that felt familiar, that felt like this is what I'm supposed to do, you would still feel as if you were always just quite about to do something but didn't get there. And then that's a resentment to yourself. That's something you have to forgive yourself about, because you knew that you chose path number one. Both paths will have its challenges, but one of these paths, you will walk away from the situation feeling as if you didn't see it all the way through. And if you can live with that, choose the first path. If you can't live with that, then go through the fire and allow yourself to be reborn. Have that phoenix rising. Have that metamorphosis. If you feel like you cannot live with the reality that you slept on yourself. Okay? It's not easy, but it's possible. And if y'all are the type that likes mission impossibles, then this gonna be right up your alley. This is a mission for you. Thank you, Jamila. Thank you. Thank you, Pata, for all those damn roses. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, and this is how you're going to get to a connection where y'all not getting together for what you have. You're not getting together with this person for their money. They're not getting with you for your money. You guys genuinely know what it's like. What bonds you guys together is both of y'all know what it's like to be discriminated against. Y'all know what it's like to fight the world, to have the world pick you up and drop you on your head on a regular, and you have to constantly keep on getting up, hardship after hardship, loss after loss. That's what bonds y'all together, you and your divine union. It's a mutual respect. And that's the connection that no man or woman can tear apart. Y'all both would be looking like, insecure about what? For what? We would never be insecure. We couldn't be insecure even if we wanted to. We got too much shit going on, you know? That's the type of union y'all got. So, now we got that part out the way. Oh, Zipporah said she ready to be outside. Period. Welcome to the membership. All right, I think I got all the decks I need for this last part. Oh, wow. I forgot to talk about your first soulmate. So your first soulmate is supposed to throw some type of monkey wrench in this whole entire situation. So you have a third choice. You always going to have 3 options, okay? Especially when you're going through a resurrection, you got to have 3 options. So I feel like this is a wild card, you know? Okay, so your first soulmate. What they coming in? What they saying? What's your first soulmate talking about? Ooh. Okay. So your first soulmate is, they could pretty much do anything. Whatever, like they're pretty much, they could, like Morpheus, right? This is someone that can pretty much do anything. They're very adaptable. Whatever phase you're having on in life, like you have it in life, this is someone that can adapt. Okay, so if you're in the public eye and say that this person isn't, you know, this person may not be in the public eye. Maybe you're in the public eye. This person is very flexible. They're no headache to you. They're very mature. They're they're secure in themselves, self-sufficient. Or maybe they're in the public eye, and this would be a connection where you embark on something where you discover how versatile you are, you know, how flexible you are. But I don't think this person will really care to be like in the public eye with you. This feels like a connection where they have no problem. Like this isn't someone that's going to be jealous because they stay at home while you're on television. No, this isn't someone like that. This is someone that's maybe more of an introvert. But once again, this is someone, they know you very well. They need little to no effort for it to work. This person is content with their life. Yeah, they may also work like a normal, regular job, or they may, they're happy with the simple life. They're happy working their normal, regular job. They make good money. They're very sufficient. So this is definitely this is a contender. So you got 3 paths, because it seemed like 2 of these people, they won't interrupt your soul's purpose. But definitely your twin flame or any other karmic union is going to interrupt your soul purpose. Okay. But your first soulmate energy is like very devoted to you. Like spiritually devoted to you. You know, if I was going to describe it, let me see if I can find some. Let's see, like Stedman to Oprah or Jay-Z to Beyonce. You know how these people are like not in the public eye, but they're there and they're like versatile. You know, whatever role you need them to play, they play it. That type of energy. Those are just the ones that came to my mind off the top, off the dome, you know. But you get my point, right? So it's definitely a kind of connection where this person is, if they're at that age in their life where they can retire, or they're at that age in life where they just want to travel the world, sit on the beach, and enjoy life, they're good. This person is good. You know? They don't need to be up in everybody's face. They have, but a lot of people know them. Some of y'all, they don't know you, both of y'all, or just this person. And I also think with enthusiasm, this person would be like a really big supporter, a supportive of your dreams, wanting to see you accomplish everything your heart desires. That's like, it brings them great honor. So, bottom line, these are choices between the past 2 years and this year. For a lot of you guys, your first soulmate's going to come back around this year, and you're also going to connect with your third soul, with your divine union, and then somewhere along the line, all three of these people, you're going to have to make a final choice. All right, so we're going to look and see really quickly what their feelings are towards you. Okay. Just in the foreseeable near future with all three energies, because they are saying that they're coming in. So we're going to just take a quick peek what their feelings are towards you, what any challenges may be that y'all currently are, that may face in the foreseeable future. Right? We're talking about the closest, the most relevant. So Spirit, I don't want to know about some shit that's going to happen and it ain't relevant yet. Let's try to keep it as close as possible. What's up, Janine? And if you want to watch it on replay, if you catch the live on TikTok, you have to find this one on my YouTube channel. So that YouTube channel is ttcalling. Thank you for the heart. Okay, so y'all want to start with your twin flame, the first union, or the divine union? Which one y'all want to start with? Because I really don't feel like it's going to come in order. I feel like they're going to come at the same damn time. Like one after the other or at the same time. Twin flame. Okay. All right, so the twin flame, Spirit. All right, so strong Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. I think this person doesn't think before they talk. They may be very emotional sometimes, like the way they respond to situations. They may go from like 0 to 100 quickly, or they have this type of way of taking what you say and like flipping it or taking it the wrong way. Because I really feel like if this person would listen to hear what you have to say versus listening to respond, a lot of arguments can be avoided. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels a little unnecessary. A lot of arguments could be avoided. A lot of strife could be redirected towards things that it really could be focusing on versus trying to explain a simple misunderstanding or miscommunication. There's a big break in communication in this union, in this type of union, okay? This is also someone that tends to, if for some of y'all, they want you to be triggered and start bitching at them. So this may be someone that tends to try to provoke you to get you to like argue with them or become suspicious. And this person likes to provoke you or trigger you to, they want you to show some type of emotion. So if they feel like you're smart, you're a know-it-all, you're intelligent, they may tend to assume that you're trying to control them by thinking for the both of you. But I feel like you naturally assume the position of thinking ahead because you're trying to help this person fill in, like you're trying to fill in for what this person can't explain or what this person struggles with saying faster or quicker or something like that. Or seeing you try to explain it in a way. Something like that. Sound familiar? This person is assuming that you want to control them or dictate to them. But really, what the Queen of Swords in reverse, what this is saying is that you're a logical person. You make sense of things. Common sense, even. Doesn't take too much for common sense to play a role. And you may feel like this person lacks common sense. So to compensate for the lack of screws, you think 10 steps ahead. And this person's like, you thought 10 steps ahead. What you think I wasn't capable of this? That's what they're saying. Like, you thought I couldn't do it? I couldn't figure it out or something. It's like, no, I wasn't saying that. I was just helping you out. And so this person feels like you like to control them with thinking you know it all, or you're smart, or you got more common sense than them, or something like that. And so it's not that you're in strife or you're struggling to be masculine. This person perceives it as being masculine or trying to be, but really it's just logic. You know, you filling in the blank. You filling in the missing pieces. There's something about this energy that is like a pet peeve for this person. And I think that this person is going to attempt to like pull a you on you to do what you normally do. What they feel like you do to them, they want to do to you. So if they feel like you typically do this, they want to do it to you. And they want you to let them do it to you. Because it's like, when you do it, I got to do it. So this person tit for tat. They wait for the opportunity to like be just as smart as you or be just as much of a know-it-all as you, because they're assuming that your intention is feeling as if they're incompetent. Okay. This could be something as simple as putting a desk together. Maybe they don't like to read the instructions. And to you, it would make more sense to just read the fucking instructions to avoid making a mistake. And then you have to take the shit apart and put the shit back together again. In this person's mind, you just want to tell them what to do and tell them to read the instructions. They may even want to read the instructions, but they won't read the instructions because you told them to read the fucking instructions. That there is no real rhyme or reason to it. It's all about you. It's all about you who feels like you know everything. And that just really irks this person's nerve. Okay? It really irks this person's nerves. Makes them feel like they think about it even after the conversation is over. Days have passed. They still think about how you made them feel. And it's all in their head. They think about it over and over again. And then you have to find yourself trying to say it nicely in a way. And even if you try to say it nicely in a way where you're not trying to be controlling, or you're not trying to make this person feel no type of way, they feel like even when you do that, you're being condescending. They feel like when you do that too, that you're treating them like they're slow. Maybe you are just a little bit. Maybe you are just a tad bit. Just a little bit. Talking on training wheels. Talking to them like, I was thinking maybe if you want to. You see how you have to say if and then always? Okay. So all the time, if you're the viewer and you're watching this, no matter who's in the wrong, I need you to understand that this person is always going to feel like you did something to them. The sooner that you accept that, the sooner you'll be able to accept your reality. Right? It serves no purpose to tell you all these different things if I'm going to lie to you and tell you that if you try to say it nicely or you try to say it in a different way, that you're going to get a different result. No. That's not going to change your reality. Real tea, this person is who they are. They are who they are. Okay, hold on. And you can't change that about this person. And they're going to always think that you're trying to change that about this person. Okay. Justice. I'm telling you, this is a part of the karma. Okay. These are the type of connections where if you try to prove, like they're gonna accuse you. If you try, I'm telling you, if you try to keep score or record of how you try and how you were willing to care or how you were willing to do this or whatever, the fact that you even can recall like something that happened 10 minutes ago and make it relevant in the present moment, they're going to accuse you of keeping score. They're going to accuse you of waiting to get them back. They're going to accuse you of trying to look for shit to be mad about, trying to find something wrong with what they're doing. They're going to do that. It's a part of it. Okay? And then if you try to play crazy, like, oh, no, I wasn't even, we start sounding like Kevin Hart. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what's going on. Whatever you say. They'll be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting like that? You talking to somebody. How did we go from telling you what you want to hear to literally like mentally escaping and compartmentalizing all this bullshit to walk on every fucking eggshell possible that you can cross over, to this person now accusing you of dealing with someone or talking to someone or acting different because you're really thinking about someone else. You gonna fuck around and be unrecognizable to yourself. Okay? Because the objective of this person is for you to become unrecognizable to yourself. Okay? This person serves a purpose in your life, and the purpose is a catalyst. So this person is going to feel like they want to come in and do the right thing. Okay, they want to come in and do the right thing. They want to come in and give you fair judgment. They're going to automatically say that the reason why they didn't come sooner, or the reason why I don't really want to come towards you is because I know you just waiting to tell me where I went wrong. That's deflection. And then you're supposed to say, no, I'm not. I'm never going to do. You're supposed to try to reassure this person. The moment that you try to reassure this person, it tells them that they got you. You hooked on phonics. Because you over here, E-I-O-U. What did I do? Now you're speaking their language. Because they know that you have the type of brain that likes to read into situations and make sense of things. When it doesn't make sense, you will still think about it days after the situation have happened to try to put the pieces together to understand why X don't equal Y. Why Y. You understand? And then they'll disappear on you. You won't hear from them. No contact, probably ghost you, whatever. And then they're like, oh yeah, he or she still trying to wrap their mind around our last conversation. The fuck? And they sleep like a baby at night. You're still trying to wrap your mind around the last conversation and dissect what that meant. Like, this person got you like, did it. Got you glitching. You glitching, bruh. You over there like, did it. Start twitching and shit. I'm just saying. What's their challenge? They want to be stuck to you like glue. They want you stuck to them like glue. Yeah, they love it when you be over there calling people. Are you talking to my girlfriend? Are you talking to my man? They love that shit. And this is why they hold back on you. They taking you back to factory settings. They hit the little power button and then they hold the delete button at the same time with control. And when they hold it real hard, the factory settings on your ass pull the fuck up. Okay? And the black screen with the green words come on. And it says reboot or restore the fucking factory settings. This person want to restore your ass back to factory settings. They were, yeah. Let me just go ahead and dash F-150. Next thing you know, you don't even know why you buying a motherfucking car. Next thing you know, you don't even know why you over here giving out your kidney. Next thing you know, you over here walking backwards. Okay? You walking backwards on your hands, on your head. Doing twirls and shit. And they're like, oh, don't worry about it. And they, little do you know, They has reset you. You don't even know why you're mad anymore. You don't even know what was going on. What's happened? What are we talking about? And they be telling you, don't listen to this bullshit because this gonna fuck with you. It takes one to know one. Because they feel like when you listen to tarot readings that people in your mind moving shit around. And now the roadmap to how to fuck you over is not as clear. The blueprint of how, the road map to do this shit, you done move chairs around and they're like, hold on, who the fuck been here? This how they know. This how they be knowing, like, who, they be like, oh, I know you talking to someone else. You may not even be cheating on this person, but every time you leave one of these live streams, every time you watch one of them tarot videos and they telling you exactly what's happening to you over and over and over again, they feel like you went out there and you talked to somebody, because the way that they programmed your brain, it's glitching. It's not operating in the way that it was supposed to be operating in, the way that they left you. And then I guarantee you, they doing the next person like that and the next person like that, and you trying to, and now they done convinced you that it's the other person, the third party person, that's distracting this person from doing the right thing. They done convinced you to be convinced yourself that it's another third party person that's distracting them from doing the right thing. Make it make sense, people. And the crazy part about it is this is like the Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords energy is saying, you good at making sense of things. So the first thing that they have to stop you from being good at is making sense of things. Because if they can get you to stop making sense of things, then they know they got you. Because you're not being yourself. That's why they're a mirror. The longer you look at it, what do you see? Do you see yourself or do you see this person? If you look in that mirror and you don't see them, it's like a twin flame energy is like you outside of yourself. So really, the only way to really trick your mind is to get you emotionally invested. When you're emotionally invested, you start to ask unlogical questions, irrational questions. Does this person love me? Do they feel the same way about me? You start to doubt everything. It's because emotions cloud good judgment sometimes, right? And a lot of times that's why y'all come up in masculine energy, because you're in your logic, because your feelings is consumed and occupied with that person's illusion, whatever illusion that they got you hooked on. Okay? I don't even know what I was just saying. That's what it may feel like. That's what it may feel like. You don't even know what you're saying. Like you really be questioning your own, like what you even saying. Like maybe you have to go ask people. This is probably why you got to get therapy, or you got to go ask someone. Let me tell you what happened. This happened and this happened. Now tell me if that makes sense. If you have to find yourself asking other people if something makes sense in your relationship, the shit just don't make sense. If you have to literally figure out what this is to make it make sense, it is no relationship. You are not in a relationship. You're not in a relationship. You got nothing going on. You in the middle. You in the in-between. You in nothingness. Because your feet can't be on anything solid, and you can't know of a surety of anything. And so the absence of confidence is what? A lie. Okay? right. So that part. Okay, moving on. Habits. All right, this person could be supporting your sex addiction. If you got sex addiction, they could be supporting your sex addiction, right? Maybe you addicted to sex and you don't even know it. How do I know if I'm addicted to sex? You gotta have it. How do you know that you're addicted to anything? You gotta have it. And when you don't have it, how do you feel? When you don't have whatever it is, if it's a person, you could be addicted to a person. If you don't have that person near you, how do you feel? If you feel it and it feels like it doesn't make you, like you're not content without it, or you can't do other things or function without it, it's a habit. And it's a habit that this person is going to supply. Okay. Food is a habit. Can become a habit. All right. Having this person near you all the time can become a habit, especially if this person creates a pattern. This person has to create a rhythm of a heartbeat, a fake heartbeat, a pattern. I came into your reality. I gave you a trail of consistency for a little bit. You liked it. You wanted more of it. Now I got your heart. I felt a heartbeat. I revitalized this bitch. I sparked back into existence whatever we had. Okay. So now, in the absence of them, you're like, wait a minute. They used to come every time at 12 o'clock and they stopped showing up. Ding, 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 ding. They was training you. They're training your dragon. Because you're the dragon and they ride you. Whee! You're going on a joyride. Okay, y'all saw Avatar? Shut up and fly straight. They just want you to shut up and fly straight because you're the dragon. Habits. That's how they do it. It says, I don't know if we will ever change. I don't know if we will ever change. That's how this person is going to say, I don't know if we will ever change. Well, if you don't know if we're going to ever change, that means that we already know that we ain't changing. If you got to say, I don't know if we will ever change. If anyone got to come to saying, anyone come to you saying, I don't know some shit, they already decided that it wasn't going to work. How you step onto a situation and the rhetoric reeks doubt. You came into this bitch talking doubtfully. So what we going to get? Doubt, more doubt. That's all we can co-create together. Doubt. You feel me? So what's the challenge? The twin flame connection is going to teach you how to go back to elementary school and how to practice English literature. Spell work. You got to go back to the beginning of spells, communication. Okay? And if this person gets you through your gut, and maybe they make soups. I don't know. Y'all know all types of soups. So y'all know sometimes it be the food. You'd be like, damn, they just cook so good. You know? Or damn, they just do something so good. Yeah, they put all them spices and everything nice. I don't care if it's pasta. You put spices in pasta too. What's going to be the challenge? All right, so the problem that this person has is that you're not technically theirs anymore. They know they don't have you. So right here, right now, they know that they do not run rent-free in your head. Congratulations. This person does not run rent-free in your head. On top of that, y'all don't have any physical ties together. Congratulations. This is a connection where this person is at a point where they know y'all don't have no physical ties together. They've done you wrong in so many ways. They have habits that you've outgrown. You've conquered those demons in a lot of ways. They know you're not attracted to the same things you used to be attracted to. So they have a lot of work to do on you. Lucky for you, this person is kind of looking at you like, you know how you gotta squint and like push the camera, like push it back so you can get like a peripheral vision in the near future. Can I see myself fucking this person up? It's my work is going to be cut out on me. My work is going to be cut out for me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to really. And so they trying to fit you in that picture, that mold. They over here like, if I squint really hard, I can see it working. I can see it working on you. I just got to tie a couple loose ends. And before I work on you, I got to tie the loose ends where other people can see you. That's Leo energy, right? Other people can pick up on your energy, your aura. I got to tie that loose end, right? And remember, you got to make 2 bunny ears, which means they need to consume you through conversation, call you and talk to you more often, right? They got to call you and talk to you more often, show up, be a little bit more consistent, right? But it's easier to do something that isn't expected always to be happening. If you don't expect it to happen, you won't even notice that you're settling for breadcrumbs. You won't even notice that you're settling for less because you're trying to remove the attachment of expecting anything from this person. And indirectly, what they're getting you to do is become emotionally detached where nobody is going to be attracted to you. So they stick around you long enough and you're emotionally detached and you don't expect anything. You come across a person, you won't see a good thing when you find it. Okay? You won't see a good thing when you find it. And that kills 2 birds with 1 stone just from being in your aura, being around you, trying to get in contact with you, trying to talk to you. You know, the little doop-de-doop. Being a friend. You know, this person, they willing to ride the friend zone now. Don't get it twisted. But they got to temperature check you. Now, if you start bitching and acting out and acting in a way that they don't like, they like, at the very least, at the very best, because they really don't like tolerating your mouth or how you talk or when you start whatever. They really don't tolerate that shit. But at the very least, what they can get out of it is nobody is going to want you talking to them like that. And so the odds is more in their favor around, because if you just got finished cussing someone out or having to tell them about their mama, you're going to be in the energy of practicing because you are what you consume. You are what you do frequently, right? You're going to be in the energy of practicing that type of conversation. So if someone tries to talk to you at a grocery store or while you're out, you're going to be like, what? And it's like, excuse, never mind. Clearly you having a bad day. At the very least, they're hoping that you have a lot of bad days. And on a very good note, y'all maybe y'all argue and y'all like kiss and make up and y'all have hot makeup sex. Either way, both scenarios is a win-win situation for this person. That's what they saying. And eventually, if you start dibbling and dabbling in certain things that you said you wasn't going to do anymore, then that even solidifies. This person reads language. They're very smart. Playing dumb is like their superpower. So anyone else trying to pretend to be them, it's like you, they call you like their evil twin, or, you know, like y'all like mini-me's to this energy. They like it. They like that you have the ability to synchronize with them. They like it. Curtis is like, no. They like that you can sync to them, that you have that, that you're capable. So it's EA Sports, and they're in the game. And you ain't realizing that you a part of this person's game all the time. They just like that pinky in the brain. This person be fighting over trying to be in control. But maybe you the brains, but they like to pretend like they're the brains. It's something going on, something like that. This is the type of energy where if you won't check this energy, if you gonna be with this person, you gotta be the one riding the dragon. Because if you let this person ride, then they gonna take a back seat, and if you can't domesticate them, and if you can't put them in the cage and control that demon, then if you haven't learned how to control demons, you may not need to mess with this one. Cause that's a demon. That's an evil twin right there. You better learn how to train a demon. Mm-hmm. This person, like, that's all I ever wanted you to do. You was letting me do it. I just wanted you to just control me. And maybe you didn't want to do that no more. I don't know. But that's this person. Okay. We have indecisive in reverse. We have feminine energy. And then we have reflection. Yeah, this is all mirroring. Gentle, nurturing, mothering. This person wants you to nurture them. They like, you nurture me, you could use me all day on Sunday and again on Monday. You could do whatever you want. That's what this person wants from you. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. You are me and I am you. I love you. Barney motherfucker. I love you. You love me. We're best friends like friends should be. With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Chaser in reverse. Now here, let me pose a question for y'all. The only question I want y'all to ask, because I feel like this person is already gearing up. They come in, they hear, they in your energy. Okay. She said they mom should have done. The only thing I want you to ask yourself, when it's just you and this person, it's wonderful. Great days, beautiful days. What are you going to do when things that you cannot control happens? Because this is where it gets ugly. It's beautiful like this, right? Like a beautiful love story that's with a little bit of spice inside of it. When that person on Facebook sends you a message that you haven't talked to in years, out the motherfucking blue, and let's say you don't even fucking know about it. Let's say you didn't even know it happened. And this person happened to see it. Because if you think in God's green enough that this person ain't going to want to be in your business, you got another thing coming. What you going to do then? This person going to say, see, you still got your past energy coming up. See? Or maybe it's you. What you going to do when that person hits them up? What you going to do? Delete every social media. Log out. Go incognito. Walk a very straight and narrow path. Now, what happens when you make all those sacrifices and you don't entertain it? Let's say you don't even respond. This person will drag it out for days and be like, I'm sure you wanted to. No, go ahead and respond. I'm sure you want to talk to that person. They sure felt comfortable to talk to you. Clearly, they was thinking about you. You was thinking about them. So now, y'all arguing about a hypothetical dream that you probably once had. Hypothetically. Or let's say some random person messaged this person. And they come out of nowhere and say, I thought about you last night, or you came up on my mind. And now you gonna doubt this person wasn't cheating on you or talking to someone else. What you gonna do then? What you gonna do if you find out? What you gonna do if someone messaged this person on their phone or and let's say instead of responding they delete it? What you gonna do then? These are things that you cannot control, right? You can't control who comes to look for you. But this person is going to hold it against you as if you could control it. And some of y'all have been guilty of holding it against this person as if they could control it. And then whatever fresh new beginning that you guys had, that one experience becomes like a poison that taints the whole relationship, taints the whole experience. And now every other past emotion that you forgot about is rushing in all at once. And you're now doubting if it's ever going to change, if this is always going to be the story. You know, and Lord knows if it's a masculine energy and they feel like insecurity is something that could last for years. It could last for years. Like this person could literally, it could snowball a whole long, drawn out situation for years about how, well, if that person never messaged you, why you delete it? Now I don't trust you. Trust issues come up, right? Now I don't trust you. And you're like, well, we were perfect and now you acting different. Now you're not talking to me the same. Now you're not treating me the same. And it's that one thing that you could not control. The one thing that you could not control changed the trajectory of how y'all treat each other. Those are going to be the growing pains that you guys go through. So some days you may have to be like, child, that person in their feelings, let them be. And then they're going to be like, oh, you think I'm not? And now that snowballs a whole nother situation about how you don't think I'm serious. You don't take me for granted. You think I won't leave you. There are a million of possible ways that it could go. I can tell you how it ends. Nothing changes. Not the passion, not the desire, not you just forcing it to work, nothing was going to change it unless you both change yourselves. And the changes that you make on yourselves, you have to commit to them. Because if this person reverts back to old behavior patterns, that is not an invitation for you to revert back to old behavior patterns, and vice versa. Okay. This person needs a lot of nurture and they need a lot of love. They have a mother wound, whether it's you or them. There's a strong, deep mother wound energy here. So even if the reality looks like this person is not consistent, and they like to convince themselves that they're consistent, even if the reality that this person is a pathological liar, and this person likes to tell themselves that they're not, what does a mother role do? Mothers be out gentle parenting. They be convincing their kids that they are perfect, even when they're not. That's what this person wants. That's the type of mother role this person wants. They want gentle parenting. They want gentle parenting. Now, this is where you either going to coddle this person, or you're going to be the type of gentle parenting, or you're going to be a real parent. Because remember, it looks like this person was, if they ran into a wall And this person said, what happened? The wall hit me. The wall hit me. And they had the type of mother that was like, oh, you silly wall. Why did you hit my baby? That's the type of mother that they had. So either you finna be one of them type of mothers, or you're gonna be the type of wall like, no, you ran into the motherfucking wall. Moving, oh, that thing can't move. You can. Watch where the fuck you going. Either you're gonna be that type of mama, or you're gonna be the mama that's be like, why did you do that to my baby? Okay? And this person gonna be like, see, that's why I love you. That's what they want. And that's the ones that be saying ride or die. They have a distorted relationship where they see you like distorted relationship with their mothers. Okay. Their mama number 2. So here's where this person is going to get their lesson. It's not going to come from you. This person is going to meet someone that will not chase them, but they will put on an illusion to be like mother number 1 that blames the wall for everything that happens to them. That finally getting that out of a person is going to make this person feel like I finally found the one. Granted, they did, because this is the one that's going to help them evolve. This is the one that they need. They don't need you. They need the mother. They need the one that knows how to fillet a mignon. They need someone that know how to cook steak. Okay? That's what the fuck they need. That's what they need. And they got it. They found it. Now, this woman, this person here, whoever this person is, whatever it is that they need, this person finna get it out that person. And it's gonna make them feel like they have finally found what they've been looking for. Now, here's the caveat. Whoever this Queen of Cups energy is, this energy finna fix this person. And I mean fix them really good. She's gonna do what you weren't capable of doing, which is how to make this person submit to her. She finna ride this dragon. She finna sew buttons onto this person's eyes. Like, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's about to be a trifecta. This is a group effort. And to reinforce this person's good behavior, she's going to utilize key players on her board to make sure that this motherfucker always is acting accordingly to her plan. She finna be the mama that he was running away from. Okay. Because at first he was running away from his mama, but then he saw that the world was real and the reality that his mama taught him or their mama taught them wasn't real. And so here you are giving them reality checks that they didn't ask to experience because they don't want to be self-sufficient. They want to be codependent. And so they come across someone that fixes them just right to the point where they people please so much. They care about their reputation so much to the point where if they mama call and say, what's wrong with you? Why you do this to this person? If another person say, I'm disappointed to you, shame, guilt, all these different power moves. Those are power moves to play on people to get them to behave a certain type of way. That's on principle. You're wrong. You're wrong. And this person is going to be like, fine, I'm going to do the right thing. Every single time. A well-behaved person. All right. They're going to realize, judgment, that they made a choice to be with someone that they got with an even bigger bully. And this person that bullies them is going to make them unrecognizable to themselves. And then that's the only time that this person is going to be able to know what you went through. This person is never going to be able to understand what you went through unless they learn through trial and error. If you tell them this is what you did, this is what happened, this is what we were supposed to do, it's gonna go in one ear and out the other. They deaf. They blind and deaf. So, and borderline dumb. Because this is dumb. This is so dumb. But they gotta go through it. They gotta go through this. And when they feel unrecognizable to themselves, you're going to be the first thing that they remember. Wow, this was the only person that wasn't trying to control me. This is the only person that wasn't trying to erase my whole existence to make me their puppet, to string me along, to use me, to make me valuable to them. But this is how their mother did them. This is how everyone they ever dealt with did them. This is what they were looking for. And they get it. They get it. And they got the full in the reverse. Should have had a V8. Because now you only drinking Red Bull. Now you only drinking Red Bull. And you finna have fucking wings. This right here, this is the real deal. This the one. This the one that perfection. This is the one. This the Queen of Cups energy right here. Just look at that facial expression. Does she look like she came to play? She ain't come to play. She ain't come to play. She eating by herself because she got an imagination that's so wild. She gonna have this person convinced that he's that they're in the reality. This is someone that can create reality out of nothing. You can't tell her she ain't having a dinner for two. You can't tell her that. As far as she's concerned, she's playing the game of life. And there is no reality where she don't come out on top. She don't care how she could turn anything into whatever she wants it to be. Anything, anyone and anything. Okay. So for those of you, your first soulmate, we're going to say the divine union. Your first soulmate, that this person's energy that's coming on, what's their intentions towards you? What's the challenge? What's going to be the outcome? I said, well, kudos to her. And don't think that I'm saying that this is right or wrong. It's really, I'm very unbiased about these things because I can see so far ahead. Okay. So it's not to be insensitive. Promise. All right, your first soulmate. Your first love, your first soulmate, peace. Aww. Okay, so you know that one person where it's like you never doubt their intentions. They've never done anything to betray you ever. Okay, they're an open book. They never hide anything from you. Okay. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for the goat and all the roses, Lily. Thank you. This is someone that would never lie, steal, cheat. They would never betray you. Okay. After all, it says first love, you know. They never be plotting against you, trying to do this or do that. Their intentions, like this may be the person where you can call and even talk to them about shit that you got going on in your life, and they will always be like, they'll always be a friend, a lover, whatever role that they ever played in your life. It's not like it's one dimensional. This is someone that is like your place of peace. Okay. Even if you having a bad day or even if you are upset, this is someone that wouldn't make it about them. very unconditional, loving type of energy. This also may be someone that always felt like y'all were supposed to be together. Okay. Like, let me explain to you the type of connection this is. This is the type of connection where you could have a moment of weakness and be going through your own shit. And let's say you want to just rush into something with this person or be sexual with this person. This is someone that could give you a bath after being drunk and not fuck you. You get what I'm saying? Like that type of energy. This is someone that could, clean you up and not make it sexual with you. Okay, that's the type of first love I'm talking about. There's no conditions to this person when it comes to you. Granted, the fucked up relationships that you've had, they hate that you ever had to go through those relationships. They do, but they don't wish you any harm. Now, I do feel like this person may they may not be the type of person that believes in, interfering with relationships or marriages or breaking up happy homes or something like that. What's up, Mooch? It has been forever. Good to see you too. But I do feel like this person is a place of peace. Not in competition with you. You feel me? At all. So we have runner in reverse. All right. I like this energy. I don't want to run anymore. So this is someone that was running away from this connection. For whatever reason, this is someone that ran away from this connection. I don't know why, but they stayed away. Oh, definitely. We got to do a meet and greet now. For sure. So we have escape. Okay, so this person, either you left when things got hard or they left when things got hard. One of y'all ran away from this connection. You ran, maybe y'all tried to be together, and then they ran. And then that didn't work either. Okay? This person feels like they can't get away from you. Something keeps pulling them back. Every time they try to leave, something keeps pulling them back. So we have new beginning. I am ready to start again. Okay, so y'all got your first love, your first soulmate wanting to let's do it. Communication in reverse. Don't lose your vigilance. Do not forget about the dual nature of people. So just as much as this person wants you, it's just as much as they avoid you. This person strikes me as someone that's very skittish or something like that. I don't know why, but I do see them they're going to stop being insecure or paranoid about this connection. They're going to open up to you. This person prefers to see you face to face. Something about they prefer to see you face to face. And I feel like it has something to do with your twin. That is there's a connection that you had since you've been with this person. And that connection is it's a constant sore thumb reminder of your other life or something like that, separate from the way that they remembered one with you. Because you got this other energy showing up in this energy. I feel like it made them kind of hesitant in a lot of ways, but they're going to get over that hesitation and kind of realize Like they're going to gain. This is someone that had to go away and get the clarity that they needed on their own without you. Like without you explaining it, without you telling things. Maybe they asked you details about your relationship or what happened between y'all or something like that. But this person wants to marry you. Okay? They've always wanted to marry you. They've always wanted to be that. This is someone that has always made it very clear that you were always the one for them. You're the one for me. But you know, life happens. And I think this person had to make peace with the idea that life happens and some things were out of your control and some things were out of their control. And so you go down different paths. You grow up, you mature. People, you go through breakups, you go through pitfalls, and then you I think at some point this person was trying to determine, like, if you didn't want me then, why do you want me now? If we didn't work then, why do you feel like it's going to work now? And the truth of the matter is, it took relationships for you to develop yourself and figure out who you are. And it took failure. Some people learn through failure. Some people get it right the first time. But that doesn't negate that what you guys had was special or real. You feel me? It just doesn't. I think this person needed some time to wrap their brain around that. Okay. Yeah, this person was very disappointed in like people that you dated or like the life that you chose for yourself. They were very disappointed in that. They feel like but they can never bring themselves. Like they can never bring themselves to truly stay away from you or to like hurt you back. This is someone that is like, they are hardwired never to betray you. Like loyalty to this person is, they're very loyal to you. Whether you see it that way or not. Even if you told this person, let's be together, they wouldn't, because they're loyal to a fault. And loyal to you means not letting you betray yourself either. Not letting you take the easy way out either. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, we listen and we don't judge. King of Pentacles. Three of Swords in reverse. Six of Wands. Wow. This is a major step for this person. Whether they tell you this or not, they may not even bring up the past. But forgiving like y'all not working out is a major step for this person. Like, they got very successful. This is that type of energy where maybe y'all met when, you know how when they say good guys and bad guys, and then like the good guys be saying the bad guys always win because the good girls choose the bad guys, and then the bad guys run them to the ground, and then the good guys focus on their career, get their priorities straight, and they become successful in life. And then the person that they were always in love with was like dragged through the mud, abused, mistreated, and it's like, you didn't want me before I didn't have anything. So it looks like this is someone that didn't have anything at a phase that they weren't where they are now. But instead of focusing on relationships, they focus on their career. They focus on their success. And they have like the Six of Wands energy. They're very successful. Maybe they have really great savings. They don't have the baggage that you have. They don't have the history that you have. They don't have anything. They don't have no real drama. It's peaceful in this person's life. They're alone. They're single. They have nothing really of, blocking them. But you do. That's what it's saying. And I think for a moment, this person was wondering like if you were just trying to level up your life off of them, because on some level, it hurt their feelings that you couldn't see their potential. You chose something bad for yourself over them. And that was a hard thing to realize or accept. Okay. And it hurt this person's feelings. Because they don't know how someone that they love could be so stupid to not see that person was not good for you. So That's this person's energy. They also learned something on their journey. They learned as well how to that they could cause that they could succeed in other areas of their life. Okay. And I think this person has insomnia over you, like telling you this how they feel, that they want to see you. That, you know, I think this person, this person wants you to live like close to them, near them. Queen of Swords, yeah. I think this person wants y'all to succeed. They want to build something with you. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I think this person is going to come in and they're going to want to know, like, are you done with your past? Are you done learning whatever you needed to learn? Okay. Have you left the bad relationships alone? Are you ready to like, and maybe you were waiting on this person, maybe you weren't. But I feel like this person, maybe you felt this person was scary, or they didn't want you. They're over a past situation. They're over y'all not working out, and they want y'all to proceed. So you can definitely, it feels like communication. This person may reach out to you about some type of project that they have or something that they're trying to start. It feels like they're trying not to make it about a relationship, but they do want to open a door of like partnership, collaboration. But ultimately, this is that type of kid on the playground that will like pinch you or, you know, hit you and then run. And then you probably got with bad people because you never knew this person ever liked you. That's what this feels like. The ones that pursue you were the ones that weren't any good for you. You know? So life happens, you know, life happens. It happens. It is what it is. You didn't understand their love language. You know, you didn't understand what that meant. You know, whether you was being friend zoned or that person couldn't stand you. Thank you for the roses. All right, last but never least, who is this? This is your divine union. Okay. Your divine union. Who is this person knocking on your door? Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Okay. Who is this divine union? What energy are they coming with? What intentions do they have? What will be the foreseeable outcome in the near future? Divine union. Okay, so this person works in a very hectic industry. You got peace in reverse. Ain't nothing about this person's life peaceful. Okay. It's hard to reach this person. This person is extremely unavailable. Extremely unavailable. Like, I doubt if anyone ever has this person's number or a way to talk to them. They're extremely unavailable. This person is career driven, like to the 10,000. Right now, they maybe traveling the world, working, trying to work on retiring. I feel like this person is very career driven, like straight up. And it's a very hectic schedule, a very hectic life. Not saying that they're arguing with people, but it's very like, you have to be able to read between the lines when it comes to why this person maybe can't call you back or can't talk to you. I think this person, from hotel to hotel, they could be a flight attendant, right? That's a place where you go hotel to hotel. They could work and as like a boss, a manager, supervisor, team lead, and maybe they get paid on salary to go to different places and check on different facilities. If they're in the entertainment industry, that's also giving me like traveling. This person may travel a lot. If this person at the very least is someone that like works from home or on social media, they probably don't have one-on-one connection with a lot of people. The only way you probably would connect with this person is through whatever social platform or social media sites that they're on. Okay. So like I said, very busy, very busy. It's hard to just figure out what this person is doing and what they're up to. They haven't met anyone that deserves them. Okay. This person feels like they haven't met anyone that deserves them or wants them for who they are. This is someone that believes that from experience that people will accept or tolerate just about anything for money or status, but they don't actually love you or care about you. So it's like, let's say this person became extremely successful in life, and along the way, they didn't have anyone that knew them when they were broke. The people that did know them when they were broke or didn't have money shit on them. So in so many words, this person has trust issues for sure. Okay. It's like, yeah, you want me for my money, or yeah, you're trying to get ahead in life. Like that's how they perceive like relationships. This person is going to be they're going to be challenged with it's going to be hard for them to really determine, like, it's going to be hard for this person to determine if you are one of those gold diggers or if you're one of those users. Because on some level, you got to have standards, right? On some level, you got to have boundaries. But with you, it's going to be kind of difficult to determine that. I don't know why, but that's kind of what it's saying. We have ascension here, and it says, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. At the very least, this person's going to feel like y'all were meant to be in each other's life for whatever reason. Great achievement in reverse. And then we have Angel of the Four Directions. Yes. This is a connection where y'all were meant to cross paths on your journey. Y'all at different points of your journey. And there is something that this person is going to feel a sense of. It's like with you, they're going to feel as if they don't like the way you're being bullied. They don't like that. They don't like the way that the entertainment industry is treating you. They don't like the way, you could get hired at this person's company or something like that. They're just not going to like the injustice around something that is not going to sit well with them. They're going to feel like you don't deserve that. You don't deserve whatever is happening to you. You don't deserve whatever restrictions are on you. And they're going to want that to change. And if this person has any power pull or connects, this person is going to want to open those doors for you. Okay, Angel with the Four Directions. One of the other things as well is they feel like if they open these doors for you, that they have to kind of keep you in a friend zone versus making it like platonic versus making it romantic. And I think this person's going to struggle with wanting you for themselves, but feeling as if your purpose is bigger than their own desires or their own wants. And so if they have to sacrifice having you in a romantic way for you to have your dreams come into fruition, this person feels like it's an act of love. Okay, it takes love to literally put your desires aside and want for someone else what they want for themselves. Whew. Okay. So put some respect on their name, because this person is different. They built different, okay? I know. Isn't that beautiful? It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Wow, we have the King of Swords. This person's very smart. They're very smart. They're wise. This person has been through a lot in life. The King of Swords energy is someone that, again, very by themselves, to themselves. They may have a lot of Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius in their chart. This person as well could be Aquarius, 7th house, which talks about partnership. So this person may be foreign, from foreign lands, or they may be like born in a foreign country, or they're like a descent of something foreign to wherever you're at. Because I heard American Girl. I don't know who sings that song, but I heard that song. I think it's an old school song. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something about work. They're going to feel like you're not being treated right at work. This person can work from home, work from computer, IT, technology, something like that. They're also going to feel like y'all didn't get an opportunity. You know, maybe there's like missed messages, missed calls. There's like delays. Wow. The 9 of Cups. Very supportive of you. Like whatever your heart's desires, they want to see you have that. Whatever you desire to experience in life, whatever you desire to have, they want you to have all of that and then some. And they want you to feel like you were able to accomplish it. American Boy, yeah. Estelle. You help this person get through busy days at work. This person, something is supposed to happen where you're not doing something that you used to do with the achievement in reverse. And your routine, your schedule, whatever it is that you do, it's like you stop doing it. And that's going to be like, wait a minute, you haven't done something that you usually do on a regular. And I feel like it gets the attention of this person, like, because they feel like you, like, maybe you feel defeated in something. So if you go if you're on your journey and you go through a period of time where you feel like there's a series of events where you're constantly being knocked down, Knight of Coins, whatever routine schedule you had, you're not able to meet your own goals and things like that. This person is kind of like going to chime in. The person is going to save you. They'll come in and save you. They don't want to see you like give up, because they know that it's not that you want to give up. Maybe this person knows what it's like to fall from, like to go through a season where you aren't on the rise, you're on the fall of situations. Who knows? Okay. The Hangman. So here's where it's going to get interesting. With the Hangman energy, I feel like this person's going to feel like, you know what? I want to open this door, right? Spirit. They're going to feel the spirit. Angels, where it's like, okay, I feel guided to go in this direction. I feel guided to open this door. Create this opportunity. The Hangman energy is pretty much saying that this person is going to feel conflicted because they feel like if they do something special for you that they don't do for anybody else on a regular, it's going to kind of read differently. Like people are going to maybe say something. So I do feel like with the Hangman energy, this is someone that's going to be like, oh my God, they're going to overthink it a little bit with the Hangman energy, because they feel like they're putting themselves in a position where it can be perceived a certain type of way. Okay, that's what it's saying. And I think this person is going to wait until the right time. Not on some strategy where they want this for you. They don't want you to feel like they wanted this to happen. Like, this person's going to wonder, they're going to want you not to feel like they don't want you to, I can't even say this shit. What am I trying to say? Can somebody help me? Because I'm struggling. They don't want you to feel like this is what they want, like they were wishing this on you. Does that make sense? Like, they don't want you to feel like they were wishing that you would fail. They don't want it to come off looking like that. They don't want it to come off like that. What is he trying to say? You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Because this person looks at it like, if I come in and I rescue you from the situation, what if you start? So this person constantly overthinks hypothesis theories. What if this? What if that? What if this? What if a lot of shit? You know, what if a lot of shit happens? But the only thing that's for certain is that is the reality of what you didn't allow yourself to do, what you didn't see through. That's the only thing that's real, is what you can do now. Okay, so it's like, if they come in, solve the problem, they don't want you sitting there wondering, what if you start to think like, oh, miraculously I just showed up, so that means you're gonna know that I'm watching you. You're gonna know that this person is really like thinking, overthinking, overanalyzing. They're like, you're going to read between the lines, and you're going to be able to see, like, you're going to start to suspect, like, if I was watching you all along and what if you get mad at me that I let you get this far? What if you get mad at me that I didn't stop it? What if you get mad? The what ifs, if I could describe the what ifs, I would run in circles. And so this person has been apprehensive and sitting on pins and needles. Like, I shouldn't do it. Yeah, I should. No, I shouldn't. But see, I can't. They talking to themselves, and they're like going back and forth about what they should or shouldn't do, if they should or shouldn't reach out, if it looks this or looks that. Man. Okay. And they're like, oh my God, just take the wheel, Jesus. Take the Yes, what if then 10 years later? What then? What then? Can't get the 10 years back. Thank you for the roses and the hearts. So, Mia said if they were stalking, then they should have spoken up. And that's what this person thinking too. They're like, in their mind, they didn't want to be that guy. They didn't want to be that girl. They didn't want to be that person that, you know, I don't know. I don't know what this person's thinking. And that's why they don't want to come out, because they feel like if you think they were stalking you, then that's going to look even more sus, and then that's going to even look more weird, because then what if you this and what if you that? And then it's like, stop the madness. You know, this is why they feel like they should just not come towards you. Because they feel like that's how you're going to think. And then they just said, I don't bite. Monique said he should just get over here. Three of Cups. This person likes to wait until major holidays. Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, right? Those are the times of year where it's more likely that it's to get a message from someone that you either haven't spoken to or haven't heard from in a long time. It's more susceptible, because they could say, oh, I just want you to have a great Christmas, or I just want you to have a good Thanksgiving, or I just wanted to say, I wish your family well. Like, this is someone that needs a reason. They think too much, for real. They think way too much. Oh, wow. This person wants to date you. I can guarantee you, if this person wants to date you. This person wants to date you. They want to take you out. They want to be spontaneous. They want to be reckless with you. They genuinely. And they just really, the Eight of Swords is saying, this is someone that be talking themselves out. But if they was really being honest, like really, really, really being honest, they want to date you. They want you to feel appreciated. They want you to feel desired. They want you to feel like you're getting the way that you're. They don't want you to feel like they're a sponsor or they're buying you. There's a strong significance of like a big gap in finances, or a big gap, like someone makes more money or someone has more status or someone has something. There's a big gap. Yes, they all coming in at once within the next 9 months. Okay. Very, very short window. But I can tell you one thing. Does this person, the Knight of Wands, oh, you better relieve. If you know what the Knight of Wands is, this is holding back obsession, desire. This is holding that shit back. This person is burning in a good way. Okay, the Knight of Wands energy. Okay, Cancer. This is, yeah, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Energy. They think about it all. When they had a long day at work, when they think about like where they would want to be, you are where they would want to be. And this person is they're going to take action. You could believe that. But I feel like how they're going to take action is like, do you have something I can give to? Do you have a charity I can support? Like, they want to give it to you in a very inconspicuous way. You have a problem that needs a solution. Like, can I do this or can I do that? Like, they want to give to you in a very inconspicuous way that doesn't come off like, they need a reason, man. They just need a reason. This is someone that needs a reason. And I don't think they're preying on your endings. They're not preying on your endings at all. Yeah, this person is there's a lot of swords. This person sees a lot. I don't know if you know this, but I think this person, they communicate to you a lot every day. There ain't no way you got all these nights here, which means this person they talk to you, they communicate with you, y'all talk every day or somehow. Because we have, look, the world donations. They talk to you, y'all communicate on a regular. There ain't nothing that this person don't know. 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups. There's a group of, it's like they're in the group, they're in the crowd, they're in the audience. Six of Cups. Yes. They're there. The stairway to light. Yes. 9 of Swords. They gonna get out of their own head. It's like, hey, I remember you. That's how they want to, they practice it in the mirror. Okay, maybe I'm going to do this. And I'm like, hey, I remember you. I feel like this person, like, I haven't seen you in a long time. The manifestation card didn't come out, but this person is hoping that they bump into you If not online, because this person isn't at a computer, maybe in a bar, maybe at a restaurant, maybe outside somewhere. Partnership. I'm telling you, partnership. I cannot make this shit up. Cannot make this shit up at all. At all, at all. Ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. I told you. I told you. Person have too much pride. They be having to remind themselves, like, why am I acting like this? I'm a fucking important person. Why am I acting like this? That's how they have to talk to themselves. What is wrong with me? You know? Why is it so hard for me to just say something? Say something. That's how they talk to themselves. We have duality in reverse. This person is losing it. They feel like they lost. They feel like they've been out the game for a minute. You know, they've been out of the dating scene for a while. They feel like they lost their swag or their pizzazz. They feel like they lost it a little bit. They got to get that shit back. This is someone that's trying to get their mojo back. They feel like you do something to them that make them feel like they don't got their mojo no more. They usually way more suave, debonair, or something than that. And lately, they feel like they feel like they don't know how to stand out. You're mine. I'm telling you, and it's so interesting. This card, that the You're Mine card, came out in the twin flame reading, but it was in reverse. And you know how I told you the twin flame know that you're there, you're not theirs anymore, that you're somebody else's. This is your divine union. Yeah. It says you are mine. We are meant for each other. There is no one else in this world who could ever replace you. We were made to be together. We are destined, and I am yours and you are mine only. We have done this before and we will do it again. Like, it just don't get no more, like, destiny. And I feel like this person was running away from destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path. That's in reverse. So this person was struggling to find the right path, but you're not struggling anymore. And we have shedding. Yes. Good. Reducing losses, elimination, and completing new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. Yes, this person is going to come in. They're going to get out of their own head, stop with the insomnia shit, and they're going to do something they don't normally do. This person is about to do something that they don't normally do within the next 9 months. They don't normally reach out, they're going to reach out. They don't normally talk to someone, they're going to talk to someone. They don't normally say, I like you, they're going to say, I like you. Whatever phase you're on, they're going to do some shit they don't normally do. They can't live with this regret. I'm stuttering. This person is going to stutter a lot. I feel like this person is going to, I don't know. The fact that I don't know, and the fact that I have a list, and the fact that I'm talking like this, I don't usually feel like this when I be talking on the internet at all. Sometimes this person wish they never met you. Sometimes this person wish that they feel like you did something to them. What did you do to this person? That's how they feel. I think you're just so wise and so smart. And maybe they be trying to outsmart you. Because you ever seen an eagle? You ever take, they really want to be careful with you because they feel like you're an owl. You're an owl and they're an eagle. So yeah, they try to snatch you up. Maybe they tried to snatch you up. Maybe they tried to get you. Maybe they tried and they feel like it wasn't, like they was missing something. You know what I'm saying? Like they was missing some vigor, some punch. They lacked a punch or some shit like that. But one thing about an owl, if you fuck with an owl and you try to snatch them up, an owl never forgets who tried them. They will wait until the nightfall. They are nocturnal as fuck. They will wait until nightfall and they will fucking track you down. They never forget. They will track you down, and while you sleeping, it is you ain't expecting some shit. They gonna be over you like, who? That's an owl. That's an owl. Don't fuck with an owl. Okay. Meet you at your house. Meet you in your nest after dark. That's a fucking owl. And that's even to the most apex predator of them birds. Don't fuck with an owl. That's this rule. Rule number 1. Google it. Watch it on YouTube. An eagle will try an owl in the daylight, but at night, that owl is never gonna fucking forget. Never. Signs. This is that warning. You better make sure you come correct. Signs. I am reminded of you constantly. I have been seeing so many signs and synchronicities that remind me of you. It's made me feel certain that you are the one for me and we have a brighter future. I just have to figure out how to follow them. I am gaining strength and courage for that. Yeah, this person looking for their heart and the courage to say what they mean to say. Period. Yeah. So that's all I have for you guys. This has been a lot of fun, right? So if y'all not following me over on YouTube, check me out on my YouTube channel. If you want to watch this video, the link tree is for my other channel. But all you got to do is search at TT on YouTube and the replay will be on that channel. Thank y'all for all the hearts. Thank you for all the gifts that y'all gave me on TikTok. Thank you for all the donations that y'all gave me on YouTube. I truly appreciate you guys. Turn your bell notifications on because you never know when I'm going to go live. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, that's off. You're welcome, Kiara. You're welcome. You're welcome. This has been a lot of fun. Hearts, hearts, hearts. I'll see you guys in the next one, okay?